y'all doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Does anybody recognize me from selling clothes on Facebook? Anybody at all? Okay. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Just a disclaimer, because I do live locally, everything I say tonight is a joke. So, man, a lot of weird weather we've been having lately, right? Anybody have any damages to their house from all the snow and the flooding we've had? I ended up getting some damage. There was some old coaxial cables, and our drainage was clogged, so all of the snow ran into my bedroom. It flooded everything. My shoes, my mattresses. So my landlord, he's trying to be a nice guy, and he's like, I'll repair it. I'll replace your mattress for you. And I said, Ken, it's only me. I'm only 5'2". I'm a single mom. I can't get my California King mattress down the stairs. And he said, don't worry about it, Kylie. When I come to do the repairs, I'll fix it for you. I said, okay. And that's a fun way for your landlord to learn that you're a squirter. So, all those puddles, Ken, that was a bit from the flood. I don't know about that. So I have a 14-year-old son, and, he's a really great kid. We do live here locally. I aligned my life with UPrep. I wasn't really a good mom. I was too fast when I was younger, so I'm kind of trying to make up for that, right? And all of my life, I have had facial hair. So in high school, they called me the bearded lady. That's a character builder. And when I was preparing for my sister's wedding, I was shaving my face, and I ended up cutting my lip. And all of my family was like, oh my God, Kylie, what happened? And I said, you know what? I got herpes. Because that was less embarrassing than telling them that I cut my lip shaving. But anyways, speaking of my facial hair, so recently my son came to me and he said, Mom, I really need some help. And I got a little scared at this situation because as a single mom, there's things that he needs help with that I just can't help. I cannot teach him how to be a man. The one thing that I do teach him is that women always want your fries. Don't matter what she says, make sure to order that bitch some fries. So he says, Mom, I really need your help. He said, I started getting some facial hair and I don't know what to do. And I said, God, you've been preparing me for this moment all my life. Come on, Jordan, I got you. My primary job is prostitution. Been doing it for about a decade now. I call myself a sex worker, and people always think that's derogatory, but it is. You have to do OnlyFans, and then you escort, and you do porn, and all of these things go together. And one of the things that I will say about this is that prostitution is the best way to train someone for sales. Because they're going to contact you, and they're going to be like, baby, I got a little bit of coke, a couple of fire dick pics. Let me come and spend the night in your room with you. We'll have a great time. Sir, that's not what's going on here. A lot of people, they look at me and they be like, Kylie, there is no way, you are so fat. But that's a projection of their own feelings. I make plenty of money. And let me tell you something. Fat pussy is like a warm hug for your dick. Everybody needs to try it at least once in their lifetime. Okay? Speaking of fat pussy, I just want to talk to you guys about maintaining it. Now, when the word, couple of things. So I've always been a huge fan of a one-piece outfit. And when you're a man, they tell you, you know what, when you get old, your balls are going to start sagging a little bit. They're going to start hanging a little bit lower. But when you got a fat pussy, nobody tells you that. And recently, I noticed that when I want to wear a one-piece outfit, I gotta use something to hold this up because it's sagging a little bit. Another thing that I learned about pussies recently, and this one really took me out. So, when the word fupa came out, I was like, oh, I don't even like that word. Frontal upper pussy area. That's terrible. I do not like that descriptor. But as time went on and the feelings changed about fat women, I was like, okay, this is okay. I could have a fupa. Y'all, this part of your pussy is your fupa. The part that's on the top of the lips. This belly part is called a belly apron. Isn't that the most disgusting term you've ever heard? Oh no, I'm not saying that. But one thing that I noticed that people don't really know how to take care of this area. See, because if you have a fat pussy like me, this is the convergence of 3 armpits right here. And if you're going to bust it down in the summer, it gets real fresh when it opens up. So ladies, if you got a fat coochie like me, you need to toss a little coconut oil around the edges. Okay? Deodorant is cancerous. We ain't messing with that. Just let coconut oil keep it real fresh. So I'm going to close with this one. I escort locally, and I have a young man. He's an African-American man. He comes to see me. A lot of women don't see black men. It's a projection of the pimps on the clients. I love black men, so I've been cleaning up in that area. Bring me that dick. So anyways, I got a client locally. He works at the Popeyes. I pick him up from the Popeyes. I did pick him up from the homeless shelter at first, which was kind of questionable on my morals, but I needed that money. And if you make bad choices, that's on you. So anyways, one day we're fucking and this young man says to me, "Call me Kabongo." And I said, "Honey, I don't do race play. I'm sorry." I thought that was the 2023 Mandingo. I was like, no, I don't do that. So then a couple of days later, you know, the algorithm is so strong. It recommends that this young man is my friend on Facebook. And sure enough, it says, Kabongo Scott. So I looked it up. And, you know, sometimes when you're trying to be not racist, you end up being racist. And Kabongo was a Singali name for intelligence. So now whenever he comes to see me, I'd be like, "Hit that shit,